10, 20. Hello everyone again, welcome to day 2 of doing this because I apparently hate myself. So, I'm gonna try something a little different. Now that I have an episode out, I can respond to comments and have a parasocial relationship with y'all. Woo! Parasocial relationships. Let's go. Go. Alrighty. So, let's start off with Leafy. Leafy said that I'll beat it next round and I can trust them. And that's not a skill issue. So, here's next round. Here we go. Let's see how well I do. Just warm up a little. Wait, how did I do that? Okay. That's my bad. I need to get more comfortable with these controls. So. You know what? Let's do some story time because Psychopath mentioned Adobe Premiere. And so it actually took me like 3.5 hours to begin to get it the first time. So, and that's because are my headphones on backwards? They are. That's why I heard her left, but it was right. Okay. So, anyways. So yeah, Adobe. What Adobe did was, it was a total piece of garbage, and I don't understand how people use that, because that took so long for something incredibly basic. Okay. I'm sorry, I had to actually focus there because I was actually doing okay. Yeah, like really nothing was working when I tried to edit it to boost my mic because I talk quiet as hell apparently. So I kind of messed that up. Okay. Frick, I messed that up.
You wanted to let me in.
Alright, and a couple more things I'm gonna say. Also from Psychopath, who said that this mode would be impossible for anyone who's ever seen a single boob. So, funny story about that. I actually, and I'm fully intending to brag about this, do have someone in my life, and I am somehow still playing Ultimate Custom Night and posting it on the internet. So, you know. Oh, frick. Didn't see him. Alright. Last thing I want to go over is that my dad actually watched this and said that I don't explain what is on earth is happening. So, gonna try to do that a little better. Very beginning of the night, press space, turn off the fan, 1 turns on the power generator, F starts that off, we open the camera, then we gotta go to the duck system, put the snare there because that stops hippo. I don't want to snare that one because it's closest. Here we have to press the global music box and we've gotten jump scared here. This might be a little easier to explain actually after. Yeah, so I'm gonna start explaining what I've been doing after, while I'm not trying to play the video game. So, Here we go. So, yeah. Love just yapping. So, what I did there, at the very beginning of the night, I pressed space to turn off the fan, 1 to the power generator, and F because that closes the right vent, which is where these guys come from, and Balloon Boy here, he disables the flashlight, and JJ, she disables your doors, and you need the flashlight to deal with Nightmare Freddy and Nightmare Balloon Boy, and you need the doors to deal with Nightmare. Most of these guys, I'm gonna be honest, doors are pretty important. So yeah, and then I snared that specific point on the ducks because that duck starts open, and Happy Frog, Mr. Hippo, and Pig Patch, these three are fooled 100% of the time by the audio alert. For these guys, we have to use the heater, which means every time I pull up the screen, I need to press 3, because 3 turns on the heater. Let's see here. And then the vent snare. The vent snare actually only works on Mangle and Withered Chica. Withered Chica's pretty predictable, and we don't actually care if she makes it. And then for Springtrap, Ennard, and Molten Freddy, who are also in the vents, we just closed the top vent for them. Let's see here. And then I died there because Nightmare Balloon Boy. I wanted to pan over so I could flash Phantom Freddy, but I accidentally hit him, and if he's sitting down and you flash him, you die instantly. Fair and balanced game. Alright, here we go. That's actually pretty nice, a little D-section. I might do that after most of my rounds. Ooh, we're in a slightly different office today. Okay. So that's Trash Gang, so they're gonna jump scare me. It's been about 8 seconds, so okay. So there. So there. What happened there? So we spawned in. I don't know why this happened, but we spawned in this office. That's why the office looked different. So, important things that happened. We had to play the fishing minigame to keep my cameras up. We got jump scared by this hallucination. That doesn't really do all too much, except it's a little obnoxious when dealing with the vent characters. Vent characters, of course, being Mangle, Withered Chica, Springtrap, Ennard, and Molten Freddy. So the like music, that was Ballora. That's why I had to close the left door. I had to flip my cameras down because Freddles appear in my office, and this guy will kill me if I don't drop my cameras and use the flashlight. Let's see here, what else happened? Okay, Helpy was in my office. I had to click him, but I didn't. So he played the air horn. The air horn aggravates Music Man, who will kill me if I'm too loud. Yeah, that's about it for what we've... And so to prevent that, I have to click 5, which is the global music box. Just plays audio throughout the building, which is great because it also deals with Chica, Marionette, and Lefty while I do that. So that's pretty cool. Okay. Let's try to do that again. Okay, so I suppose with that, let's talk about Night Marionette. That's the guy who keeps killing me at the start of every night. How he works is if I hover my cursor on him for too long, he'll fade into existence and kill me. I thought that dragging my cursor off him would make him fade out, and then I went to go pull up the cameras because you can do it with your mouse or with the keyboard. I need to start using the keyboard for that. Alright, let's try this again. Hey, we're back here. So, okay. So the laughing, that's Fredbear over there and Nightmare over there. That is El Chip. I have to press enter to deal with him. Oh, frick, I forgot to hit 5, so the marionette is out of the box, and I'm probably dead. Never mind, I flipped too fast, so Nightmare Balloon Boy killed me instead. So, important things that actually happened. We got to see Toy Bunny and Toy Chica. They show up, it flickers slightly when they're in the middle of section. That's when I have to put on the mask. Also, I'm gonna try to put on the mask every single time I drop cameras because of Golden Freddy, who will kill me if I don't put on the mask fast enough after dropping cameras. Yeah, these are the people that laugh, and that's why I need to close doors for them. Okay, so that means that Old Man Consequences has disabled my cameras. Okay, that phone sound means I have to mute this call or else music man will get angry. Okay, so.
Jump scared. You get jump scared.
So to explain that voice line, we're going to do just something real quick. We're just gonna go say hi to Toy Freddy, and I'm going to explain how he works. So, Toy Freddy is going to be over here, and he's playing a mini version of the game we're playing, and I need to help him, or he'll kill me. However, the thing is, he only kills you on 0.5 second intervals, so as long as I just only ever spend 0.4 seconds looking at the monitor, I'll be fine. So that's perfectly fair and balanced. Now, I know you're thinking, but couldn't you just play the actual game? And so, the basic strategy for this game revolves around kind of only looking at one specific camera. So, yeah, my cameras are disabled because of Old Man Consequences. I forgot to press 5, so I was dead anyways.
Let me count my teeth.
This game is very stimulating. There is a lot going on. Let's maybe explain the power-ups, actually. So, these things. This doesn't do anything in 5020. It disables a character that, what it does is it adds a character, but obviously that character can't exist, because all the characters are already here. So instead, we have the gray guy that dances, and he is immune to this. Battery gives me more power. It's kind of cringe. This gives me coins. I guess I'll show you. And this decreases the temperature, which means that characters that are sensitive to heat, like Freddy, Jacko Chica, and Lefty, will, be affected less. I don't like to use those because those are kind of cringe. The coins. Let me explain the coins. So, go to our cameras here. It's this one. We can buy these plushies or the death coin. You want to use the death coin on in that camera. Funtime Foxy is there, and Funtime Foxy we want to kill because he is the only one that does not have an interval where he kills us. He just kills us, and he has a specific camera. But we want to be looking at camera 2 because the plushies are how you make these guys happy. Nightmare Bonnie, Nightmare Mangle, and Circus Baby. And we don't want to actually make them happy, and they can't kill us if we're staring at them. So you kind of want to stare at them all night. Gonna try to do this early because it's getting kind of late. I do actually have a life, shockingly, because I play freaking FNAF games. Oh, frick, I forgot the music box. Okay. Let's see how long it can wait. Alright. So sometimes if I press 5, that means okay, that means everyone is calm, but if I didn't press 5 like I forgot to there, that means that this guy will kill me. So generally I'm screwed anyways. Yeah, alright. Please continue to have a parasocial relationship with me. I am the most trustworthy person on the internet. Stranger is in my name, and I'm responding to everything out loud publicly where everyone can see and shame you for it. Thank you all.